Okay, so here's the book. Holistic Tarot by Annabelle Wen. Annabelle Wen. Okay, so when I went to go look this up, I guessed. I was like, what do I think this tarot, this Queen of Water is? And I guessed Wands. I was wrong. It is Queen of Cups. That's what it is linked to in the tarot. And so, we got water. And the description is nurturing, warm, tender, and empathetic. And I'm not going to read this whole thing to you because it's long. But what stood out is, Zephyr, I hear you. I don't know if you guys can hear him meowing, but he really wants to be in here, so we'll maybe figure out a way to have that happen. Anyways, this Queen of Water is, she functions primarily through her intuition, and she trusts her intuition almost to the point of defying logic at times. I like that. That's what stood out the most to me. So let's just go back here to Queen of Wands. Now, yeah, I know this, it came out in reverse. So I looked at the meaning, and it's emotional manipulation and jealousy. And I wanted to talk about shadow stuff, things that come up, sacred mirrors, because since I read it and I'm interested in learning all the different things about tarot so that I can use them in how I read cards. I really haven't focused on reverse cards because I don't even remember what the major arcana, or what are they? Minor arcanas? Like all the suits? Yeah. But I loved that water was what came through so much for me, and there is something in here that relates to the ocean. Anyways, but how do we deal with or alchemize the sacred mirrors that are coming up for us? So I don't know, when you heard emotional manipulation or jealousy, that maybe brought something up. I don't know. And if it did, the best way that I found in alchemizing the emotions that come up, because we're not trying to ignore them. And my point in not getting into the reverse cards is just more with trying to just focus on what the the signs and the information are telling me. But that said, I will eventually learn what all the different suits are, and then this is I'm over analyzing. That's my point. Don't overthink it. That is literally my point. If it brings something up, then allow it and love it in the moment. If it brings up worry about the future, is someone going to feel jealous of me? Am I going to feel jealous? Oh no, I shouldn't feel jealous. I shouldn't be emotionally manipulating. Oh no, am I? Is somebody trying to or emotionally manipulate me. Okay, all of that. Whoo, let it go. Feel into the emotion. It's probably fear. Well, it is fear. Everything just boils down to self-abandonment. So when things come up, the way to not self-abandon is to be there for yourself. I know I've talked about this probably in every video about loving yourself, loving the parts, being grateful that we are in a reality where we have these binary emotions, there's another word I'm trying to think of, but contrast, that's the word. We have these contrasting emotions and experiences, and that is amazing. We learn so much about ourselves and about reality, I guess, through them. But I guess what we learn is how to connect and embody our 5D within this context, within all the people in our lives, in your life, all the experiences. Some we may think are very uncomfortable. And we need to remember that that is not who we truly are. Words are not wanting to come to me. The accumulation, that's the word, I think. The accumulation of all of these things around us that are mirroring us, are mirroring to us. Because as we know, those things change. As we learn to love ourselves, as we learn to speak our truth, the world around us mirrors different things back to us. So when things come up, in this case, the words jealousy and emotional manipulation, whatever that brings up, it's a call to sit with that, to sit with whatever reaction, whatever emotion, whatever feeling in our body. And it doesn't have to be long at all. You know, it might be. It might trigger some real fear, some real, some real emotion. So do what you need to do, whatever feels best for you, to come back to yourself and to remember that when things are uncomfortably mirroring things to us, that's a call to remember our sovereignty, our self-love, and self-trust. Yeah. In any now moment, we are free and safe. You know, if you are able to be watching this right now, you are safe in your body. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to learn how to edit this and make it seem less choppy and awkward. I don't know. But I do know that is how I see this communication with Source, with our highest, with our guides. We're using a tool to learn how our brain wants to filter this information, to pay attention to our bodies, to our thoughts, to our emotions, and I really hope this is making sense to you. Oh, Lord. All right, so flip that over like that. Queen of Wands. Oh yeah, and then remember how I was feeling my jaw? And when I feel into it, that's what I'm feeling. Mostly it's the right side for me. Which may mean something to someone, I don't know. But I looked it up. I have another book, which I did not bring in here, but it's a holistic-ish. No, it's not called holistic. It is called something to do, metaphysical anatomy. Yeah, that's what it is. Super exhaustive. If you like to do deep dives into stuff, it's like Googling it or going on like WebMD or opening up the DSM. It is exhaustive. But I have loved it for, again, understanding when different like parts of my body will either like legit hurt or like I'll feel stuff in meditation, like a heat or a pain, or an awareness, or just like an awareness. And so sometimes I like to look up what that means and get some insight into what that is telling me, and if should I remember in the future when it's happening, then I can in that moment sink into that and explore it. So anyways, the jaw, what came up? I wrote stuff down. Oh yeah. Well, it definitely was exactly what I was talking about in speaking up and speaking our truth. And one of the things I read that kind of popped out was having felt ignored. So that can be something that you sit with if your inner child or a part of yourself has felt ignored, like their voice was ignored. That's what it was talking about. Like maybe in the past you have said something or spoken up or used your voice and it was ignored. It was not effective. And then sometimes when that happens, we let that shut ourselves or our voice down. So when it comes up and you recognize it, that is your opportunity to alchemize it, to come back to yourself and speak and create from your heart, which is what this card was talking to me about this morning. Talking about communicating from the heart, from my truth, from your truth. It's a cool message. Okay, so now I'm going to read the affirmation-y things that it comes with. So this deck, it doesn't go into all of the tarot stuff. When you look up Queen of Water, it literally just gives you a little thing. It says Queen of Water, compassion, emotional security, generosity, self-love, and self-care, healer. So that's all it gives you. And then it gives you some affirmations to read. So I'm going to read them. I am comfortable in my own skin. I love, cherish, and nurture myself. I am the best friend to myself. My relationships with others reflect my security in knowing I am always worthy of love and respect. I heal myself so I can be the change I want to see in the world, and so my compassion can inspire others. So that's beautiful. A note on the word heal. I am a believer that words are very powerful. They're also just words. But I always try to frame things in a way that are about self-sovereignty, self-love, self-trust. Probably couldn't repeat those words more in a video. So when I say heal, the vibration that I am hoping for is the vibration of remembrance, of remembering who we are, of remembering our sovereignty. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on saying it. You are perfect exactly the way you are. Perfect time, perfect place. You are creating the world around you. And when things are mirrored to you that you want to be different, that's just your opportunity, or my opportunity as well, to remember that we are in this now moment perfect, healed. And that vibration reverberates, and it will mirror back to us in our reality that safety, that love, that abundance. All right. I'm going to end it here. And I don't know that I'm going to figure out today how to edit things. So either I will put up a whole different video and try and figure out how to edit this, because I feel like it's just choppy and weird. Or I'm just going to put this like part 1, part 2 up and trust that you're getting what you need. Well, I know you're getting what you need. If you've lasted this long, then you have gotten what you need. You are powerful. You are the queen of the water. All right. We're like at least 70%. I don't know what the latest estimate is on what our body composition is made up of, but it's a lot of water. Okay. So just like the ocean waves, flowing in, flowing out, we are powerful. The power of the universe is flowing through us. Do you remember? I remember. And I see you. And I love you. All right. Go kill it, tiger.